You don't want to let it touch the ground. I don't know why, maybe tire treatments, but they're about to let it down in a few seconds. As we get close to race time, they let it down. And make sure it's behind the line.
2, 1, leave, set.
And we are off in what is going to be one of the most competitive heats in the day. Kappa Kappa Gamma newcomer Ursula having a great hill one as they're running neck and neck with Fringe. And Fringe is starting to pull a little bit ahead. Very strong hill one pusher. She looks small, but she is powering the buggy up the hill. One of the fastest hill one times we're probably going to see all day, as it looks like she makes the transition at 20 seconds. A very strong hill one time for a women's team. Kappa Kappa Gamma finally making their push off. And Fringe displaying very good running form as they get ready to enter the chute. Now, Fringe over the years has been making lots of experimental design changes, and instead of going with just the purely rounded front, they actually have a little bit of a aerodynamic, looks like an edge to their front as it's cutting through the wind. And again, great to see teams try some different experiments. It's a very small buggy. I don't know how they found a driver that fits inside of it, but it's coming around the corner pretty quickly. And Kappa Kappa Gamma just a little bit behind them. Looks like they're falling back. And coming up around the turn into the stop sign, it looks like they're going to get to the stop sign at 1:03 seconds, so still a second behind STC. Very strong time earlier today. And they're making it up to their flagger. I still don't see anyone else at the stop sign, but I'll see that as we take a bit of a different angle. And it looks like Fringe has pulled out to a massive lead as they get to their second flagger and are approaching the chute. Now coming into the chute, cleanly into the chute, but they did drag their back a little bit, not preserving all of their momentum. But coming out of the chute and getting ready to be picked up, it looks like they're going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows. So reasonable chute, and it looks like there's the back truck as both Pioneers and Kappa Kappa Gamma is coming out of the chute, and it's being picked up at 1, 2, 3, 4 windows as Fringe already made their push off to their hill floor driver. And then there's Pioneer up at the backside picking up their buggy at the end of the chute. And so it looks like it's going to be Fringe way out ahead in this heat, but it's not necessarily how they do in this heat that brings them to this, or how they do versus the competition in this heat that brings them to the second day. It's all about the time on the clock when they cross the finish line. So they're coming up to their hill 4 to 5. They give off their final shove with 2 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock. Again, a good women's time is about 30 seconds. So it looks like they're probably going to be in the lead when they cross the finish time. Should hit the finish line at about 2 minutes and 40 seconds as they're coming up the backside, passing the alumni tent. The crowd's cheering them on. I'd like to hear a little bit of enthusiasm as running at hill 5 is not easy. And it looks like they're actually going to be crossing the finish line at 2 minutes and 38 seconds, a sub 2:40 time. That's very strong for women's heats, especially on a first day.
Very impressive, Alan.
Very impressive indeed. And it is a great buggy. I have no idea how they fit their driver in there. They got the 2 wheels up front, the 1 in the back. It's a little different from historical designs. It is teardrop shaped. And with teardrop shaped buggies, you didn't see the great preservation of momentum in the chute, but very, very strong back hill pushers. And looks like coming up to the finish line at about 2 minutes. We already over 3 minutes on the clock. We have Kappa Kappa Gamma still coming up the backside, getting cheered on by the crowd. And it looks like they probably won't make it into the second day if this time holds up, as they cross the finish line with 3 minutes and 19 seconds. And then still coming up the backside is Pioneers B team, not likely to figure into the mix tomorrow, but coming up towards the finish line, and they cross it at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So looks like a reasonable run for Kappa Kappa Gamma. Lots of promise in the program. Like to see them. Looks like they have decent buggy technology. Doesn't look quite as solid as a lot of others, and I guess it's probably picking up a little bit of momentum, or picking up a little bit from the road. Not quite as solid, but I think over time they'll gradually become a force to be reckoned with in women's buggy.
So, Alan, we have a WRCT Sportsline alum here